Betty, if you can hear me. Sorry, I'm trying to get my computer set up here.
Hi, Susie and Kelly.
Hi,
How are you?
good. How are you?
I'm getting excited.
Yay.
In a Zoom meeting this morning, everything worked fine. Now my screen is sideways.
Oh.
Looks okay here.
Well, that's good.
Good.
It's funny because I travel a lot. People think I don't get jet lagged, and I definitely get jet lagged. So I'm recovering because I just got back 2 days ago from Dubai.
I've been enjoying looking at all your pictures. They're
I know
so
you're funny
beautiful.
today. You're like, are you zooming us from Dubai?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Marianne is going on this trip.
It's your husband. He's the one that told me about this group when I bumped into him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw him on my lunch hour and I went back to work and I looked it up and signed up.
oh, that's great. I'll have to tell him.
Yeah, no, I was so excited. And then I saw your name.
Oh, the beeping?
Did you ever talk to Ellen?
Oh, yeah, all the time. She moved to North Carolina. Boo-hoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she was here in August, and I know she's going down south to see her family for Thanksgiving. But yeah, oh yeah, we talk all the time.
We'll tell her I said hello.
I will. See, I told her that you were going on the trip. I know we'll catch up on the trip.
Do I need to put my name? Or does it?
Are you Patty?
I'm Patty.
Okay, it says your name.
Okay, and you see me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Sorry about that, but you're stuck with me. Hello, friends.
Hi there. I'm
Hello.
Pam.
Hi, Pam. I'm Emily. Oh, you can see that because, yes, this is my
Emily, you
Zoom
made
that I
it.
use. I did. You
Is
know
it today
why?
your birthday or something? Well, happy birthday.
Whose
Yeah,
birthday
my
is it?
friend,
Emily.
mine, Emily.
Oh, Emily, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Thanks.
Emily.
Thanks. Yeah, I ended up, tonight didn't work for most people, so I made dinner on Sunday instead. So here I am.
Yay.
But I did get a mani-pedi and a massage.
Got it.
Very good.
Tomorrow's Patty's birthday.
Yes.
Who?
Emily, we are close. It's my Patty. It's my birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow. Yay!
Hi,
Happy
sport
birthday.
sister.
Yes. Yeah. And yesterday was my friend Debbie's birthday. So right in a row.
Wow.
Right in a row.
Yeah. A lot of November babies.
Yeah. A lot of Valentine's, you know what going on.
Oh, it's that when it happened. You're right. If I do the math, that makes perfect sense.
I have two sisters born on my birthday. There's three of us, October 11th, and I tried to back it up to see if it's Valentine's Day, but it doesn't quite match up.
No. Unless you were all preemie.
Yeah. All right. How many people have we got here? My laptop is acting up, and like I said, it's showing sideways. So
It says 17.
okay.
17.
There was a few people that couldn't make it. We have a 40-minute timeline or time limit. You probably saw that I made up a second link, so it's quite possible we'll have to jump onto that. But why don't we get started by just really briefly introducing yourself, say hi if you've been on any other Wanderlust trips, what you're looking forward to about the trip, and we'll just go around and start that way. Susie, on my screen, you're first, Susie Vick. So why don't you go first? We do have two Susies and
Two Laurens.
two Laurens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two Laurens
wow.
and two Susies.
Yeah.
So I'm shown as Susanna, but you know, it's
Just like
Susie.
Susie. I know.
Yeah, shoot. We're the two Susies.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
Susie Vick, and I work for Kelly. This is my third Wanderlust trip. I went to Ireland and I went to Portugal and had a great time on both of those. And I'm looking forward to um, going to the Christmas markets and eating all the delicious food and buying a lot of Christmas gifts.
All right, Regina, you're next on my screen.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'm really excited. I can't wait to go on the trip. I've gone on other trips before. Iceland was the first one, Portugal and Greece, and they haven't disappointed. And I got a great roomie, so I'm looking forward to him.
Great. And Roxanne, you're next.
So I'm Roxanne, and this is my first trip, and I'm so excited. I just can't wait. And I'm excited about all of it, the adventure.
And then let's see, Marianne, you're next.
Hi, I'm Marianne. I'm a rookie, first-time traveler here with this group. I'm very excited. I have my clothes already laid out in my bedroom already. And
I haven't unpacked from my last trip.
yeah, I'm excited to go to have dinner on the Eiffel Tower. Like, and everything else, but that just seems really cool to me. So,
Anne, you're next.
Hi, everyone. I'm Anne. This would be my first trip with this group, and I'm friends with Susie Vick, and she invited me.
And Patty, you're next.
Oh, hi, I'm Patty, and this is my first time with Kelly's travel group, and I'm very excited. I see a lot of really wonderful women here who I feel are going to become friends. I've
You're
done one
strangers to Paris, so I was glad you signed up.
Yeah, so my husband's French, so we've been to Paris many times, but to see it, without him always guiding me around and and telling everybody what to do in French, I'll be on my own. So it's going to be a whole new experience. And I have been to one Christmas market in Cologne, and I remember the magic of it. It just made me really understand the spirit of Christmas. So I'm really thinking we're all going to have a wonderful experience.
Great. And Laura, you are next.
Hi, I'm Laura, and I am this is my first Wanderlust trip. I ended up actually, this is my second trip to Paris this year, though. I did a backroads hiking trip with some friends, so I feel excited to be going to Paris for a second time. But I have been on a riverboat trip in the winter, but we missed all the Christmas markets. So I'm very, very excited to see the Christmas markets this time, because we went between Christmas and New Year's due to work schedules. And so it was beautiful, but no Christmas markets. So
Great.
I'm excited to do that.
This time. Yay. And Pam, Louie, you are next.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pam. This is my first Wanderlust tour. However, Kelly has been my amazing travel agent for many family trips. So I have a lot of faith that this is going to be an amazing trip. I am looking forward to going to the Christmas markets and trying all the different glue vines, because I hear the Christmas markets have lots of mulled wine and the special mugs. So I guess I'm bringing a big suitcase because I'll probably collect the mugs along the way. But I've always wanted to go on a river cruise. I travel a lot to Europe, but have never been there during Christmas. So I'm super excited. And my husband is probably very happy he doesn't have to be on a river cruise going to Christmas markets every day. So I think this is good for everybody. And I heard about this because I ran into Susie Licko at Trader Joe's, and I asked her why did she go to Scotland with the group, and she says no, but I'm going to the Christmas markets. And then I went, oh yeah, the Christmas markets, and then that got me thinking, and was able to join. So I'm very excited.
Yay. Emily, birthday girl, you are next.
Yeah. So I've always wanted to go on a river cruise. I refuse to go on an ocean cruise on those huge ships. I've only done it once and I hated it. So I've always wanted to do a small river cruise. And as Susie knows, we both speak German. So I'm looking forward to getting my practice in. I'm way out of practice. And 2 weekends ago, I was in Las Vegas, and my friend Judy wanted to go to, the Paris, Las Vegas, and have dinner on the Eiffel Tower. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm doing the real thing. So she was kind of jealous.
That's funny. All right, Susie Lico, you are next. And Emily went to Portugal with us, so she's
Oh,
traveling.
that's right. I'm sorry. Yes, I
Yes.
went to Portugal.
So, hi, I'm Susie Lico, and I've known Kelly for a very long time through Children's Theater. And she has done some travel for us for the family. And I've been on the Iceland, Portugal, and Greece trips, which were all phenomenal. And this one looks literally spectacular. I told my little subgroup today. So I'm really looking forward to, like Pam says, the glue vine and just all the yummies, as you go along the way. And every town and village has their own little specialty. That I'm all in on that. So, and I'm a very much a Christmas fiend, so it'll be wonderful.
Great. Betsy, you are next.
Hi, everybody. I'm Betsy, and I have also been on the Iceland, Portugal, and Greece trips with Susie and Regina and Maureen and of course Kelly. And Kelly's also planned multiple trips for our family as well. So I live in San Carlos, and I'm looking forward to going on the trip. Just pretty much everything about it. So I'm excited.
Betsy and Maureen told me, unfortunately, they would not be able to make the trip this year.
Yeah. We're like,
And
oh,
you
that sounds
know.
great, but oh, we just can't.
But yeah, that was way before, long time.
That's before Susie got a hold of us.
Dang right.
It was got to be their first year they would make it. Jeanette, you are next. I know you're not John.
Oh, I'm sorry. My thing's still on that way.
That's all right.
I'm Jeanette McAfee. I am going on my first trip with Wanderlust Travel. I know Kelly through, I've known of her through the community. I have a theater daughter, but I've also, I've heard I'm in a women's business owners group in San Carlos with Kelly. And so when I was checking out our business and I saw this trip, I was like, wow, that sounds wonderful. It's been on my bucket list forever to do this trip. And it's just, Laura is my sister, so it is a wonderful opportunity to get to know new people and spend some time with my sister. So,
Oh, nice.
Awesome. And Jen Sherritt, you're next.
Hi, I'm Jen. This will be my second trip with Kelly and the group, and I went on the Ireland trip and had a great time, and looking forward to enjoying a river cruise. I've never been on any kind of cruise, and really looking forward to this experience because I get seasick, and so I know that ocean cruising isn't for me, and I'm hoping that this is the first of many.
Great. They are very stable. There's not really a lot of waves.
No.
Okay, Lauren, you're next. Lauren P.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lauren Patchkowski. It's nice to see so many friendly faces that I haven't seen in a long time. So I'm looking forward to this. I know Kelly because she's been our travel agent and PTA and Children's Theater and I'm also going to introduce my fur babies because they're sitting next to me. And I just got home and they're just not going to leave me alone. So I'm just apologizing in advance. Anyway, I'm also in Healdsburg on a really spotty internet connection, so I may drop out. So I apologize if that happens. I was on the Dublin, Ireland trip. I'm sorry. Jen was my roommate. It was great. And I'm looking forward to, well, the reason I decided to do this trip was similar to what Pam mentioned. My two daughters do not want to go with their mother on a riverboat cruise to Christmas markets, and they're often my travel companions. So I figured this one I would do solo, and I had a blast the last time, so it was a good fit. So, and I'm just looking forward to not having to pay attention to anything and just follow Kelly's lead. That was fantastic, and so made the Ireland trip so relaxing. I just looked at her and every night before I went to bed and said, what time do I need to be and where do I need to be there? It's perfect. So
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
A lot of people like that part of it. Mary, you are next. You're still on mute though.
Oh, Mary.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
There you go.
Sorry. I'm on my phone and I am suddenly babysitting a toddler niece because my nephew and his wife are at the ER with their other. So anyway, regardless, hi Mary, and I am super excited to join this cruise and just this travel experience. I've been to Paris many times, but never for Christmas markets. This will be my first cruise. I didn't think I was going to be a cruiser, but hey, who knows? And I am good friends with Lauren and met Kelly years ago through that relationship, just from hiking mainly with
Lauren,
Kelly.
Lauren Larson, who's not on this call.
Lauren Larson, yeah. And so Lauren and I have known each other for years, and this is a milestone birthday year for me. So I started out the year and declared it as my year of yes. So whenever someone asks me to do something big or small, I just say yes. And it's opened so many doors for me. It's been incredible, just a shift in my mindset of like, okay, and I'm not too tired, or I'm not like it's outside my comfort zone or what have you. Like this trip, I was like, I don't know, and she's like, year of yes. I'm like, okay, year of yes, I'm in. Okay. So now that, the whole year has come full circle, I'm super excited and I'm so glad I said yes.
Oh, that's awesome, Mary. It was a big year for Lauren too for birthdays.
Yeah.
8 years that end in 0 are big years. Maureen, you are next.
I am Maureen, and I literally did text Kelly and like a week before I actually signed up and said, I'm so sorry I can't go for the first year ever. And then my friend Betsy said, we have to go. It's so fun, because it always did sound fun. And
they're always fun.
Yes, no, but it is like a weird, it's a hard time to go. And like my daughter just got married a few weeks ago, so I did not think I could go. But here I am, because my favorite people in the world, this is the best part of Wanderlust, is that this is my 4th trip. I'm part of the OG because I went on Iceland, Greece, and Portugal, and I met people that make me laugh so hard that I almost pee my pants. I mean, not almost, I do actually. And like, it's just like, I mean, the trips Kelly plans are so amazing, but the people that end up going like are so fun, and like it's just, I don't know, it's just like such the best place. And I don't know anything about the trip because like there's lots happening in my life, but my friends like keep telling me what I should bring, and I'm so appreciative. And like I'm supposed to bring sparkles, so I'm bringing sparkles. Hopefully, I don't know if I will, but yes, I will try to. But Kelly plans amazing trips and invites people that are the most amazing people that you want to hang out with. And I feel like I've made such great friends, and I'm so grateful.
Great, thank you. And Rose, you are the last one, I believe. Rose is saying, sorry, she sent a chat that her mic's not working. Rosie, newbie to the group. Did you see me turning sideways because of my screen? Newbie to the group. Jennifer and her have been friends for years, and she invited her. That's Jen Sherritt, and she said yes, yes, yes. I'm super excited. Have never been to Europe. Oh, never been to Europe. That's awesome. And loves Christmas, so she's excited to join. So great. I realized as you were introducing yourselves that we have a fair amount of newbies, which is nice. And then a fair amount of people who have traveled with me before. So this is just about my biggest group. Greece was just about the size. I like to keep them smallish, but I felt like with the river cruise, we could go a little bit bigger. It will be a little different in that we're not always together the way we are on some trips. Sometimes, you know, every day we get on the bus and we're with each other all day. And there's even been trips like Iceland where we ate all our meals together too. This one will have a little more independence, but then we do have our tables for dinner together. We will, because we have the same included excursions on the cruise, we'll be together on those. So I do think we'll still have bonding time and hanging out time. So yeah, I'm gonna switch over to going over the itinerary. While I'm still on the screen, I thought I might just go over some general things. People like to know about cash and how to get cash. With euros, it's fairly easy, and everywhere we go on this trip, it'll be euros. You can get them at the ATM in the airport. You can get them in advance when you land. You can get them in Paris too, from any bank ATM. If you, which is okay. I kind of like to already have tip money and money where I'm not searching for an ATM right away. So I kind of prefer just getting some at the bank. I mean, I'm sorry, at the airport, but any of those options will work. I do have in the notes on the itinerary that all of the Christmas markets will take credit cards for the most part, and they're very readily accepted in Europe, except Amex and Discover, but Visa, MasterCard are. When we go on to the itinerary, I'll talk a little bit more about money. I just wanted to let you know now if you want to get it from your bank. I know with Wells Fargo, you have to order it. So you might want to look into that, but it's easy enough to get from an ATM. And you do want to choose both when making credit card charges and taking money out of the ATM. It'll say, do you want this converted in USD or euros? You want euros. The conversion rate is better than our bank does it versus the machine deciding. So always choose the euro option on charges and ATMs. My recollection from being on Amadeus before, and Susie has too, is we did need the plug, the conversion plug in the rooms. So you'll need it in Paris as well. And if you've traveled with me before, I've already sent you one. And if you were new traveling with me, you should have received one. So everyone should have one. Just know that you need a dual voltage curling iron or hair straightener if you're planning to bring any of that. It won't work even with the converter unless it's dual voltage, and I have fried curling irons trying before. But all the hotels and the cruise will have a hair dryer, so you don't need to worry about that. It would just be any other hair implements. For your phone plans, check with your phone before you go. With AT&T, I know because I have that, it's pretty easy. If you do nothing, it's $12 a day and it's automatic as soon as you land. If you don't want to be charged for having self-service while traveling, then turn your phone in airplane mode and turn Wi-Fi on. And then anytime we have Wi-Fi, which is on the ship, which is hotel, which is a lot of cafes, you'll be able to use the Wi-Fi if you don't want to be charged roaming charges or pay for a plan. If you're not sure what your phone is, then just check, call them and see if they have an international plan or what the charges are. Couple of apps that are useful to have on your phone is we're all on those United flights. If you don't already have the United app on your phone, then I would download that. It's just the easiest way to check in, to see if there's a gate change, to get your boarding pass on your phone, all of that. Google Translate is handy if you don't already have it. You can hold it up to menus with the phone feature. It'll transfer it for you. If you're having trouble, I used it. France, you'll probably won't have too much trouble, but just having gotten back from Bali and Korea, I used it a lot for communicating with people. It works really well. And then if you don't know, the calculator, at least on your iPhone, now works as a converter. There's a little tab in the lower left that you can switch to converter. So if you're wanting to figure out the conversion from euros, it's a pretty easy way to do that. In terms of security and passport and credit cards, my advice is always to bring 2 credit cards and 1 debit card and leave everything else at home. You don't need your Costco card. You don't need your driver's license. I mean, anything that you don't want to lose or misplace or, God forbid, get stolen. Just don't bring. I leave one credit card in my passport, and I leave the passport locked in the room. And then and then I carry a debit card and a credit card so that I can get cash or use my debit or credit card. But that way you've got a backup card separate from the other one. I'm going to close my screen and switch us over to the itinerary. Let me know if you have any questions on that so far.
Talking about the apps, the one you said to download your passport onto it?
No, I was saying no, sorry if I jumbled that together. Keep your passport in the room with a credit card.
Oh, right.
Is what I was saying as a backup.
No. I thought you said to get the mobile passport app.
Oh, yeah, I was going to discuss that. It's the last thing on the itinerary.
Oh, okay.
But you're right. On the topic of apps, if you're not familiar with MPC is what it's called, Mobile Passport Control. If you don't have global entry, then it works just like it. You need to download the app before you go. You can upload your passport onto it. And then when you land and you're back into cell service, even when you're just still in your seat and haven't gotten up yet, you go on, you answer the questions like you would with a passport, with an immigration form, and you get a QR code. And then when you get into SFO, there's 3 lines. There's global entry, there's mobile passport control, and there's everybody else. And sometimes the MPC is shorter than the global entry, actually. And it goes very quickly. So I would suggest, if you don't have global entry, to definitely download that. It's easy to use. Susie's husband worked in customs for many, many years. And she, one of the last times she traveled, she goes, are you telling me about this? It's great. I'm like, yes, it's on every itinerary. You've seen it. But anyway, yeah, I do highly recommend that. MPC. All right, so let me share the itinerary. Let me know if are you all seeing the itinerary on your screen?
Yeah.
Great. So in the beginning is just the general info. So I'm going to continue on with that before we get into the itinerary. I sent a message today, and hopefully everybody was able to download the trip plans on your phone. Even though I will be trying to communicate daily on the WhatsApp as to what time things are and what we're doing, having the itinerary on your phone is very handy. So just make sure you get that downloaded. And if you have any problems, let me know. Occasionally with people who've downloaded trips before, they have to delete the app and then redo it. But that's the only problem I've ever come across. I've had somebody ask about the electronic visa for Europe, and you may be hearing about it, but it's not required yet for Americans, not until the end of next year. So you don't need to worry about that, just your passport. Tipping. So in the past, sometimes I've set an amount and everybody gave it to me and I handed out tips. But in the past, we had more of a general, like, one guide for the week and one driver for the week, and occasionally other independent local guides. And anyway, this is just going to be different in how it is. So it's going to work out better for everybody to tip on their own for this. So I made a guideline for the extra excursions. We have 10 minutes, just so you know. So I'm sure we're going to run out of time and we can hop on the second Zoom. For the extra excursions in Paris, I would, those are about half day. I put 2 to 5 euros. I would consider that more for the ones that we do on the cruise, because those are with local guides. Probably for the Paris photography tour that we're doing, I would say more like 5 to 10 euros, because that's almost a full day. Dining on your own, they do tip less. It's not mandatory. And for good table service, it's usually more around 10%. They don't always have a tip line on the credit card receipt. In fact, they usually don't. So you do usually tip in cash. But if it says service charge and there's a charge there, that is the gratuity. You don't have to tip on top of that. Typically, if someone's helping with your bags, and they will bring them to our cruise room and such, that's usually a euro per bag. And the 1 and 2 euro are coins in Europe. So if you're not used to that, I had to buy a coin purse in Japan because they use a lot of coins. So just have something that will hold coins. You don't usually tip for taxis, the Eiffel Tower and Seine River excursions, gratuities included. If you felt like you got great service or ordered something extra, you could leave like €5 on the table, but it's not mandatory. All the gratuities on the cruise are included. If you had an exceptional waiter or housekeeper, you can tip them something at the end, but basically it's already included. So it's not like added to your bill, or there won't be any envelopes handed out or that kind of thing. So for packing, I've been looking at the weather, and it'll be 30s and 40s. It'll be cold. It shouldn't snow. Possible it's going to rain, just because it can that time of year. So you want to dress, just be prepared. Actually, well, it's 4:30 in the morning, but Strasbourg is 38 degrees right now. So you're going to need a full size suitcase because you're going to be wearing sweaters and boots and coats and such. I highly recommend bringing an extra bag. I think it's easiest to fold up a duffel into your suitcase and use that for purchases to bring back. Or you could have, one bag that's very lightly packed, but then you're trying to transfer 2 bags when you get there and onto the train and everything. So I don't suspect you're going to have that many purchases. Oh, you might, but until we hit the Christmas markets cruise. So I would try to bring a duffel so you can just put it in your regular suitcase, and then you have an extra bag on the way home. And dress, the cruise is not formal, and it does not have a formal night. During the day, you just want to dress warm and comfortable. Most people do tend to change at dinner, but it's not a super dressy, like you don't have to wear a dress, but probably wouldn't wear jeans or super casual, since it's winter. It's not like anybody's going to be wearing shorts, but we have one dinner that I've arranged that is just going to be our group. It's kind of like a special dinner they do on the ship. And then the Eiffel Tower and the Seine River, I would say both those, you want to dress a little nicer. Again, it doesn't have to be formal, but I thought, what did Maureen say? Sparkles are probably a good idea. Or whatever you're comfortable in. Just be in comfortable shoes. I did wear boots the last time I did this because they are warm. And make sure your bags have a luggage tag, because what happens when we're with a group is they take all our bags and then they deliver them to our room. So it needs to have your name on it so we know where to bring it. And we talked about the duffel bag. I do suspect, you do have to navigate your bags yourself, because we're all going to have bags and we're going to be getting off and on trains a couple times. I think the most challenging part will be the end when we're going to Frankfurt. But on the other hand, we just have to get on the train once and get off the train at the airport, and then you check your bag. So I think it's doable. Spending money, obviously that's going to be different for everybody. I typically, for a week-long trip, take out about €200. Most of that is going to be tips and gratuities, and then some things that you might buy on the street that only take cash. If you have extra at the end, it's pretty easy to use it versus credit cards as you're shopping. I always just take some home too for the next time. In terms of what to expect to spend money on, breakfast is the only included meal when we're in Paris and Cologne. So lunch and dinner would be on you, although many of you signed up for the Eiffel Tower dinner or Seine River dinner. Beer and wine is included with meals on the cruise, but if you go to the lounge like before or after dinner, then that would be a separate tab. The hotel nights in Paris and Cologne, they charge local taxes at most European hotels, and it's usually something like €3 to €5 per day, and they can't be prepaid. So you just have to have time to check out in the morning, which European hotels like you to actually physically check out anyway, as opposed to just walking away like we do in the US. So just leave time. Like if we're meeting at 9, you want to be, and we're all trying to get out of there at 9, you want to have checked out. Like when I left Dubai, I did it the night before. So I didn't have to deal with it in the morning, or just leave enough time that you can do it in the morning, pay the little tax bill or anything else that you charged, and let them know you're checked out. 4 transfers that we're paying for on our own that aren't included. arriving from Paris to the hotel, but we're all on 2 flights. We're either arriving the 29th or the 30th. So I imagine we'll just buddy up in luggage claim and figure out, whether we've got a car for 4 people or get an XL Uber or whatever and kind of work it out. And then when we go from the Paris hotel to the train station, again, that's just going to be in taxis and Ubers. So we'll buddy up and get as many as we need. They do have Ubers in Paris pretty readily, or hotel can help us with the taxis. Once we get off the ship to the Cologne hotel, again, about a 10-minute drive. So we'll want to get taxis. And again, the ship can help with that. And then when we go from the hotel in Cologne to the train station, again, we just need to get taxis or Ubers. So I kind of guessed on what I think that'll be, but it'll be shared. I sent out today about tagging me on social media. I mean, I think everybody on this trip just about found out about it from a friend originally. So it helps me a lot when you're having a fabulous time if you're posting pictures. If you would tag Wanderlust Women, it doesn't have to be every post, but at least once would be nice. So I have instructions there. It's a lot easier to do if you've already liked my page on Facebook or Instagram, because then as you start typing it, it comes up. Just know a lot of people tag me on Facebook with a hashtag Wanderlust Women Travels, and it doesn't work that way on Facebook. It's an @ sign on Facebook. So I just like to point that out. We put the information on where your cabins are on there, emergency ship information, but your cell phone service should work pretty well most of the time. And so now we're into the day-to-day itinerary. We have 1 minute and 49 seconds. So maybe if we all hop on the other link now. Actually, why don't I see if there's any questions on what I just covered, and then let's just hop on the other link to go over the day-to-day itinerary. Does anybody have any questions?
Hey, Kelly, is the link here in the comments?
No, I sent it.
An email?
Yeah, I sent it today when I sent the itinerary, and then when I originally sent the
additional link. Okay.
You should find that too. I could put it in the comments. Any other
I just put it in the comments.
Oh,
thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's hop on to the other link and then we'll go over the itinerary.